What is going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football, bringing you guys another draft profile. Today it is Calvin Pryor, the safety out of Louisville. And just remember, keep in mind, the NFL Combine hasn't happened. We still got, a whole long while until the NFL draft. So a lot of draft stock will shift and change until now and the NFL draft. But let's get right into this one. Again, Calvin Pryor, safety out of Louisville, 6'2", 208 pounds, some collegiate stats. He's played 38 total games with 218 total tackles, 9 forced fumbles, 7 interceptions, and 14 passes deflected. A couple of things you might want to know about Calvin Pryor. He was a second-team All-Big East in 2012 and a first-team All-AAC in 2013. Some of those awards and accolades. Now, some of the pros and cons to his game. First of all, the first thing I noticed about Calvin Pryor, the very first play I watched was a huge hit. Was just a nasty, punishing hit where he comes up from the secondary and he just nails the ball carrier. And that's something I noticed throughout the tape that I watched with Calvin Pryor. He can do those things where he can, put the helmet on the ball carrier's arms and kind of pop the ball out as well. So he's very good with forcing fumbles when it comes to big hits. So he's a hard-hitting safety, which is something that I absolutely love. You need that physicality in the NFL, and I think Calvin Pryor already has that. Now, his ball skills, another thing that I noticed about his game, there were a couple of times where he made just some great interceptions, some great grabs through the air. I think the one most notable was against, I want to say it was UCF is who it was. I think it was Blake Bortles interception. Looked just phenomenal, and he got his tippy toes in bounds. So Calvin Pryor, definitely ball skills is another plus. Open field tackling when he comes up to support, also run support is something that you can wrap into open field tackling. When he comes in from the secondary and he comes up to make a tackle, usually he'll get the job done. Now in the cons, I also have wrapping up and taking some bad angles at times, but we'll get to that in a second. Usually he can make tackles. He'll come up and wrap the guy up. Now in cons, also you see there is big hitter. And what I mean by that is when you're going into the NFL is becoming more and more of a place that revolves around player safety. You can't lead in with your helmet. You can't really destroy guys. Even though I love watching hard-hitting safeties, you can't. You're gonna have to learn how to take better shots at opposing players more towards the chest and the waist area rather than up top near the head. And when Calvin Pryor, a player of his caliber, when it comes to hitting, he's gonna have to learn how to do that. Otherwise you're gonna be getting penalized 15 yards every time you have a big hit. Now, wrapping up in angles, I noticed a couple of times where he struggled to wrap up, or he struggled to take the right angles on certain plays to make the tackle, and he would just kind of end up on the ground and barely touching the ball carrier. So those are just kind of some of the things I noticed with his game. Now, I honestly think that Calvin Pryor could be a first-round draft selection. I think in that 20 to 32 range. If anything, he could be, a second-round guy who's taken in the first 10 picks, like a Jonathan Cyprin last year with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Calvin Pryor could be competing for that #1 spot at safety in this draft, believe it or not. I mean, I liked what I saw. I liked his physicality. I liked what he brought, a little bit more than Clinton Dix in certain departments. So I'm going to say 20 to 32. I'm going to say teams like Green Bay, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Carolina, and Denver could all be taking a look at Calvin Pryor. I think they all could use some safety help, especially Green Bay. So they might take a look at him at 21. But let me know what you guys think. Throw your comments, questions, concerns down regarding Calvin Pryor. All that good stuff. But that's my draft profile on Pryor. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.